Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We are going to be taking a look at ICP Internet Computer Protocol one more time. I know there has been a lot of chaos in the market. The price has been continuously dumping. I think we have gone down something like 60% from where we were, just a few months ago here with ICP, and I can hear and I can see already in my comment section a lot of people saying that CF doesn't know anything. He said ICP is headed to something like $221, but look, we are headed to something like $5 here, and really this is a time to be selling ICP. Move to another thing that can actually eventually move, but I think that I still stand with my $221. I don't think that actually I am standing with the $221 here for this bull cycle, specifically for ICP. And do I believe that we are going to something like $5? I still don't believe that. Remember, I have always been saying that, look guys, I am ultimately bullish on ICP. The reason being that we are coming off of a strong wake of accumulation pattern. I think that you have had this story time and again, and really a 60% drop is not the one thing that is going to be taking me out of the market, just because I have got strong convictions on the project in general, right? This blockchain is really undervalued, understated, underestimated, every under that you can think. I'm not really an English native, but look, ICP is the project to be in. You guys, if you have been following me on my Patreon and stuff like that, I've been talking about 100x projects and stuff like that, but at the same time I've never given up on talking about ICP, even though I say it's something like a 15x, 17x, 20x, whatever I say. Really, very small compared to the other projects that I am involved in, but still I talk about ICP because I believe that other than the price action, I think this really is the future of the blockchain and the future of the internet. I really believe in this, and I want to be involved, right, with ICP Internet Computer Protocol. I think this actually is by far, but it should actually be a top 5, top 10 project, and I think it's just a matter of time. Yes, people tend to forget that ICP is only something like 3 years old. Give it time, guys, really give it time. Even at some point, Ethereum itself was down 98% in the bear market before the last one, but still managed to be the king of altcoins, right? So I'm willing to give ICP a shot, and really a 40%, 50%, 60%, even a 98%, a 99.9% drop is not going to be phasing me. I don't really know how I can state that I am really 100% or 110% into this project. But with that being said, let's actually get into the chart and take a look at what exactly is happening right there. But before we get there, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for ICP Internet Computer Protocol updates will now be able to find this video much more easily. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, I want to encourage you to do so, really, because I do TA on ICP and a number of altcoins on a regular basis. And without me further running my mouth too much, let's get back right into it. So I think I've already mentioned that we are just back at support levels relative to the wake of accumulation pattern that we are seeing here. Great. Right at this point, I've been mentioning a support level of around $8.40. We went slightly lower than that. That's still okay. But what do I expect next to happen here for ICP? Price can just go down a little bit, maybe to the upper 760s, 780s or something like that, $7.80 but what I'm now looking forward to here is not really something like a quick bounce, but I expect some kind of sideways chopping here for ICP, right in that zone that we have been talking about, and then eventually we are going to be headed out here. So that zone is starting right around $8.40, $8.30. It can be as low as that $8.30, let's just say, just for reference sake, and then the top part of it is obviously something like $10.60, $10.50. So you still see that even with that within that range, there's still quite some percentages to be made, because once you just go from something like $8.20, $8.30 all the way to $10, you're up something like 30%. So things like these are going to be happening every now and then, but still the price will be shifting down one more time, going up. It becomes more like a range and sideways action before we eventually start moving here for ICP. And I think that we are already beginning to see some of those signs right across the markets, right? So I am still pretty much bullish here on ICP. And as I was saying that in that video, right, maybe if you are somebody who wants to back out of ICP, maybe put your money into something else, I've said that if I had to make that decision, which I'm not going to be making right at this point, maybe I'll expect something like a push back to something around like $10 thereabout, and see how weak the market is already, because after then maybe you can expect a rejection and the price falling all the way down to something like $5, $50, $6 thereabout, and something like that. And I've said this time and again, you guys definitely know where I'm standing. If I'm wrong, all right, it remains to be seen, but I'm just looking at the volume here and I don't see any volume coming in. This just really is something that is a little bit weird, to be honest with you, because we had a huge drop without any sort of news events or something like that. So the other reasons that somebody told me it has happened, I really didn't believe that, but they actually told me that, look, by Thursday the market will be green or something like that, and it was actually true, right? So I'll tell you the reason maybe in the future, but for now it really doesn't matter. I still think that for that scenario of something like $5, we still need to see the price push back again and get a massive rejection. We'll now be looking at that to see how is the general market condition. Is ICP going to be pushed further down? But I think that now it's time for accumulation before we head out. I still have the price target of something like $221. I'll show you the chart on another time, but for now I think I can say bye. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye.